Today we will be reviewing the Zowie ZA13. This is the smallest of all the ZA mice. It weighs in at approximately 85 grams. This means it's one of the smallest gaming mice on the market, just slightly larger than the Razer Crate. The ZA series has a different style of body. Whereas most ambidextrous mice have a slight curve, this one has a large bump, more like a palm mouse. Sadly, at least for me, I found this to be uncomfortable, as the bump just seems far too large, and because it doesn't have the same type of shape as a palm mouse, it just doesn't feel as comfortable. Now, I do want to mention that I use a claw grip, and if you use a different grip style, your experience might differ from mine. That being said, if you use a palm grip, you may want to go with a more typical shape, such as the EC2A. The mouse buttons feel of good build quality, are firm and not mushy. They do, however, require more pressure to press down than the Razer Crate 2013 edition, but a little bit less pressure than the FK1. This means if you're someone that just likes to barely press the mouse buttons to make them go down, this mouse is not for you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this mouse is ambidextrous, which means it has 7 buttons, 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. Only one side can be active at any time. Now, as always, Zowie feels like changing it from right-handed mode to left-handed mode should be as simple as casting a magical spell. Luckily, you're not going to need an article of clothing in someone's hair to do it. You're just going to need to press the left mouse button and scroll wheel when plugging the mouse in. Now let's talk about the sensor. This uses the same sensor as the FK2 and EC2A. This means it does have a very low liftoff distance like the other mice. Now this also means the DPI performs very well at every DPI it has. Here you can see it at 400 DPI where it performs over 4 meters a second, 800 DPI where it still performs over 4 meters a second, 1600 DPI and still no change, and finally 3200 DPI where it still breaks 4 meters a second with ease. Overall, I'd say if you're someone who finds this shape to be comfortable and you don't mind the slightly heavier button presses, this is a very good mouse with excellent tracking. For anyone else, there are other offerings which you may find a bit more comfortable though. As always, here is a list of specs. If you like my mouse reviews, don't forget to subscribe. Or if you'd like to support me in other ways, feel free to follow me on Twitch. There's also a link down below for donations. Have a nice day.